I'm doing $1,000 build.
My PC had a bunch of problems.
Why? Why would they do that? Oh no. I just got fucking scammed. Let's build the best $1,000 gaming PC of 2026. First, the CPU, GPU, RAM, motherboard, SSD, power supply, cooler, and a case. Let's do this. The first thing I was on the lookout for was the GPU and RAM. It's basically going to dictate how good of a PC we can build. After a few days of searching, I found someone selling an RTX 5070 for $400. Alright, so we just found a crazy deal. Look at that, can you even see what it is? It's a 5070 for 400 bucks. Few generic pictures, of course. Not even negotiating with them, we're just going for it.
What's up, buddy?
How's it going?
You live out in Bonnet Lake?
Yeah.
I grew up in Auburn.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Went over to the Auburn Riverside.
Oh, did you? Right on.
I wasn't sure what to put it in.
Yeah, no worries. So there's nothing wrong with it then?
There's nothing wrong with it. I have 2 builds, and I'm basically cashing out my second one.
Oh, are you?
I don't really need them both. If you're interested in i9 24 core as well, I have one of those.
An i9 what gen?
I think it's the newest. I bought it last year.
A 14900K or a 13900K?
I can take a look at it. It's one of the expensive ones that I bought over at Best Buy. I still have the whole computer case just taken apart.
Oh, do you? So I actually have a YouTube channel and I do computer builds. So I'm actually going to put this on YouTube if you're okay with it. I'll blur you out if you have a problem with that. Yeah. Our first pickup is the GPU. We picked up an RTX 5070 for $400. I'd been checking Marketplace several times a day and wasn't finding any deals on RAM. I decided to hop over to Craigslist and I found someone selling 32 gigs of DDR5 for $150. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Last year I did the best $1,000 gaming PC on YouTube, but prices have now wildly changed, right? And so now I'm gonna do the best $1,000 build for 2026.
Oh, okay.
And so I actually got a 5070 for 400 bucks.
Really?
And so I was like, well, the next big step is the RAM, right? Because RAM's ridiculous. But for me to make the $1,000 build, it's like, I need to find a better deal.
Sure.
And so yeah, I've been checking, and then I Craigslist. I was like, no one ever checks Craigslist.
I'm kind of an old man, so I still use Craigslist.
Yeah, no, it works too. So yeah. Perfect. I very much appreciate it.
Yeah.
And FPS for Less is my channel if you're curious.
Cool. I'll subscribe to you. Sounds
cool.
good.
All right, man. Have a good one. It had been listed for 25 days. It just shows that nobody uses Craigslist anymore, but that's a win for us. Now we have our RAM, 32 gigs of DDR5 for $150. So we're now up to $550. Now that we have a 5070, we need to find a 750 watt power supply. I found someone local selling a Corsair RM750E. I offered them $50 and they accepted. I think he's coming inside right now. Power supply?
Hi, Karen.
How's it going? How are you?
Actually, your photo is in the profile, right?
Yeah.
That's why I recognized you.
So how are you doing today?
Good. How about you?
Ah, good. So I'm gonna film this. Obviously, I'm filming it, and I'm gonna put it on YouTube. Do you want me to blur out your face, or are you good with being on YouTube?
No, no worries.
Yeah, no worries. All right, perfect. So I'm assuming it's all the original cables with the power supply then?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
perfect.
So yeah, actually I bought a system, and like it has a higher requirement, like 1001.
Yeah.
So that's the reason I swapped it out.
1000 watts. So what do you have, like a 5090, 4090?
I think it's my son is into that.
Oh, okay.
So my it's I think RXT 1700 or something.
Okay.
I have no idea.
Yeah, no worries.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So these are the contents. So all the cables.
Perfect. And then these are the cables that actually go with it and everything?
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, here is the money. Very much appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
I'm doing a $1,000 build, and this is going to be on a YouTube thing.
Nice.
And so that's why I have like all the pieces are all budgeted out, and so it's like that's the exact price I have to pay for it. You know.
Thank you.
Perfect. Well,
so
cool.
much.
I very much appreciate it. Awesome. You have a good one. Now that we have the power supply, a Corsair RM750E we picked up for $50. We're now up to $600. Since we've been in Ramageddon, SSD prices have also been an issue. I found that some local Walmarts get 1 terabytes in every once in a while. You could pick them up curbside for around $70. I ended up finding one a few towns over for $66. Awesome. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Are you going to go in?
I am. I imagine I don't want to show that, but... We picked up a Western Digital Blue 1 terabyte Gen 4 NVMe for for $66. We're now up to $666. The plan all along was to go AM5 with this build, so I was keeping an eye out for something like a Ryzen 5 7600X and ended up finding someone selling a Ryzen 5 9600X for $150. How's it going? Oh, let me get you the money. I'm glad we finally worked it out. Yeah. It's like, oh, the times just aren't lining up for us very well, huh?
Exactly.
All right, let's see. I think this is it. 150. Perfect. So I put this on YouTube. I make YouTube videos doing PC builds. Are you okay with being on YouTube?
Yeah, sure.
Cool, awesome. Very much appreciate it.
Yeah,
have a good one. We're back. We picked up a Ryzen 5 9600X for $150. We're now up to $816. During my morning search for PC part deals, I ran across a Corsair 3500X Call of Duty edition for $50. Now, I'm not really a Call of Duty fan, but it's still a really cool looking case with artwork on the backside, and for $50, now that we have our case, we're up to $866. We still need the motherboard and CPU cooler. I was already expecting to spend $100 on a motherboard, and if I get a cheap single tower air cooler for 20 bucks, I would be under budget. All the AM5 motherboards around me were either white or micro ATX, and I didn't want to put either of those in the full-size Corsair case. I decided to expand my search a little bit, and I found someone selling a full-size ATX motherboard, an Asus TUF Gaming B650E Wi-Fi. It's perfect. It has almost a military look to it, with bits of orange on the motherboard. It'll match the case perfectly. The issue is, it's about 45 minutes away. I decided to hop on Newegg and check out their open box and refurbished boards. They had a couple, but the full-size ones were a bit over $100, and the Asus TUF one I like is $120 open box. It'll end up pushing me over budget. So I decided to message the guy. His listing description said it was new, never used. He responded, and we scheduled to meet the next day. How's it going? How are you doing? Good. So there's nothing wrong with it, right? No, I'm assuming?
Not that I know of.
So I make YouTube videos building computers, and so I was going to put this on YouTube. Are you good with that?
Yeah, I'm good. Do whatever you do.
First of all, here is your money.
All right.
Thank you.
So you enjoy?
Yeah. So you don't know for sure if this thing doesn't work or works or anything?
I'm sure. I believe, I'm like, it's never been used. I'm pretty sure. My brother, I know my brother just put the fan on there. He said you can have the fan. Yeah. And stuff like that. Am I going to be on, like, right now? I'm being
No. It's not live. It's not live. Yeah. No.
What's happening?
Yeah. No, so what I do is I basically collect all the parts to a PC and I do it all GoPro Marketplace. Okay. And then so I do the video of, like, you know, all the Marketplace deals to collect all the parts and stuff like that.
What's the name of your...
FPS for less.
FPS?
Yeah, I could send you a message on it.
Can you send me a message?
Yeah, definitely. So, cool. All right, well, hopefully it all works.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, appreciate it.
God bless.
Yeah, have a good one. I hate that this thing is attached to it. This is not supposed to be on it. All right, you guys, what do you think? You think I got scammed? Let's check this thing out. Never been used before. Oh, it is so filthy. Let's see, did I get scammed? Gizmo, you gonna find out if I got scammed too? So this is broken. Here's a bad sign, look at that. You can tell it was glued back on. You guys taking bets? Let's see what happens, huh? Oh no, I'm so scared. Oh, I am so scared. I should have brought a screwdriver with me. This thing is so cranked down. Oh my god. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Why would they do that? Oh no. It's gonna be fucked, huh? Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. I just got fucking scammed. Look at that. Literally. Have you ever fucking seen so bad? Like 90% of the pins are bent. All because I didn't bring a screwdriver with me. I should have known. I mean, why would I bring one? The listing pictures showed it without a cooler. I messaged the guy and sent him pictures and basically just asked him to give me my money back. He went on a rant about how I knew what I was getting into and I knew I was buying as is. And do I really think he would scam me knowing I had camera footage of him and completely refused to give me my money back? Like, come on, guy. If you weren't trying to scam me, you would have just given me my money back and be done with it. But instead, chose to flip out. Like, why would you put a cooler on it for any other reason other than hoping I didn't have a screwdriver? Well, we got burned. Completely my fault for not taking proper precautions. I felt like the easy way out would have been just to order the $120 one and go a little over budget. But then I would lose the GoPro content to picking up another item. Now that I was out of Motherboard, I was pretty much forced to order one from Newegg. However, the next day I ended up finding a crazy deal on a processor. Someone was selling an i9 14900K for 150 bucks. How's it going? Good, how are you? So there's nothing wrong with it? Posts and everything?
It posts and everything. There's nothing wrong with it. The only thing I could say is before my PC had a bunch of problems.
Yeah.
But the problems occurred from a bad 4090.
Okay.
As long as your microcode and everything, it runs fine.
Okay.
There's no, there's no
degradation.
Degradation.
Yeah.
It's able to run at all of its base settings, everything.
Okay.
As long as the BIOS is up to date.
As long as it posts, I'm good. I can deal with the BIOS and everything. So I have a YouTube channel, and I put all these deals on Marketplace. I then build a computer, and then I use all the GoPro. Are you okay with being on camera and everything?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Okay, cool. Appreciate it.
Yeah, like I said, if it has any problem, for whatever reason, I do not mind giving you your money back.
Okay. Appreciate it.
If you break it, if you take it home and it doesn't post.
The thing is I usually sit on these parts for a little bit because I collect all the pieces, and then I do a build. And part of like the fun, here's 150. Part of the fun of it is a lot of people, everyone expects things to not work when I do Marketplace deals. They're like, I would never buy that on Marketplace, right? And so it's part of the fun of like, I build it and then, you know, I do like a camera thing as I hit the power button. It's like, it doesn't work type of thing, right? So everyone has anticipation. So, but as long as it posts, we're all good to go. It's not a problem, dude. I appreciate it.
Yep.
You have a good one.
I just want to be honest with you.
Yeah, not a problem. I very much appreciate it.
This way, at least if there was an issue, you could back out. Or
yeah. No worries. Right. Awesome. Thank you very much. You have a good one. Well, we're back. It was never the intent to go Intel, but if our goal is to build the absolute best gaming PC for $1,000, the 14900K is better than the 9600X, and we got it for the same price. And since we're still looking for a motherboard, I decided to check Newegg. I couldn't find anything for the price range, and I hopped over to eBay. Found someone selling the exact same motherboard, but the Z790 Intel variant for $95. It was perfect. Here it is, Asus TUF Gaming Z790 plus Wi-Fi we found on eBay for $95. We're now up to $961. I was super worried about the temps using an air cooler on the 14900K, so I started looking at my options and found Thermalright selling this AIO for $39. It was absolutely perfect. Here we are, all the parts were at a grand total of $1,000. Okay, I did cheat a little. The case doesn't come with fans, and after finding the cooler, I was so pumped about it, I ordered matching fans to go with it. Thermalright is selling these Lee & Lee knockoff Unifans for $25 a box. I bought a box of reverse blades and a box of regular ones. So our grand total came out to be $1,050. However, if I just spent like $65 on a case that came with fans, this would be totally optional. Now let's get this thing built and see if anything even actually works. I was still a bit worried about the 14900K. Thermalright is a really good budget AIO option, but I know these things can be pretty hard to cool. I decided to order a $6 contact frame for the CPU, so technically, we're now up to $1,056. First, we have the motherboard, an Asus TUF Gaming Z790. We got it on eBay for $95. And here we have a monster of a CPU, the i9 14900K we picked up on Marketplace for 150 bucks. Now the RAM, 32 gigs of DDR5, 6400 mega transfers, CL38, we picked up on Craigslist for 150 bucks. Next, the SSD, this is the Western Digital Blue SN5000, 1 terabyte. We got curbside pickup at Walmart for $66. Next up is a case. This is the Corsair 3500X Call of Duty Edition. I picked up from Corsair's website for 50 bucks. I dropped in the motherboard and plugged in the case cables. And now we have the power supply. This is the Corsair RM750E we picked up on Marketplace for $50. Plugged everything in and did some cable management before the fans and AIO get installed. And then we put in the Thermalright Unifans we got on Amazon for $25 a box, and then installed the AIO. Normally I install these upside down so the hose routes better because it's really stiff. I don't know if the hose is smaller than the normal Thermalright AIOs or the case is just bigger, but it was covering the temp screen and I couldn't center the AIO better. So we flipped it the correct way and now we just have this funky little kink in the hose, but it doesn't look bad. Next up is a GPU. This is the RTX 5070 we picked up on Marketplace for $400. Now let's see if this thing even boots up. Here we go. Let's see if this thing fires up. A moment of truth. We're taking bets here. What, all used parts except for the fans, AIO, case, right? Yeah, it's all used parts. All right, here it is. You ready? Well, it powered on. Step one. Are we gonna get anything? Fire up for me. Oh, the monitor's not on. Shit. Oh my God, I'm over here trolling myself. No signal. Oh, Oh, we are booted. No fucking way. I mean, this doesn't mean we're free and clear or anything. After that, I updated the BIOS, installed Windows, got it fully updated, updated the chipset driver, and got NVIDIA drivers, and downloaded Cinebench and hardware info to see if this 14900K was stable. It did a 10-minute run, hitting a max temp of 84C with an average temp of 74C. And I got a 37,000 score on Cinebench, which is normal for a 14900K with the Intel BIOS settings. Super pumped. Not entirely out of the water yet, but feeling good about the CPU. First up, Arc Raiders. 1440p, max settings, we're getting average FPS of 138. Rust, max settings, 1440p, we're just chilling at this weird 100 FPS cap. It's set to 240 as max FPS in settings, and we're only utilizing 50% of the GPU and 20% of the CPU. I don't know why, it still runs and looks great though. Next, Cyberpunk. Ray tracing and graphics set to ultra, DLSS set to quality, 1440p, 2x frame gen, and we get an average FPS of 139. A quick game of Fortnite, 1440p, performance mode, we're getting an average of 300 FPS. And for our 3D Mark times SPY score, we got 22,614. Not bad for a $1,000 build in early 2026. Now, obviously I went a little over budget with the fans and contact plate, but the challenge was ruined with the motherboard scam. So after getting burned for $100 on that, our total cost was $1,156. Still, not bad for the current market conditions. And what matters most is I had a ton of fun collecting all the parts and meeting so many people. And I hope you guys had fun watching the journey too. Just shows you can still build a pretty badass PC for a decent price.